Live. I work till about 2 in the morning. Of course, I'm exhausted. Having more coffee. 3 days ago, I cleared out the rest of my grow. So I'm in the process of de-seeding everything. Having fun. Whoa! What's up, Dizzy Dragon? So, today's Purple UFO review time. I drank a bunch of coffee. Purple, I noticed some people sell purple UFO seeds from the purple. Seeds are really not viable. This is picked early because of the frost. What you want is a reddish purple. Not everybody knows what they're doing. So, if you buy purple UFO seeds and they're not viable, they're probably from a purple pepper. So, here's some of them. Pick the rest of the plant. There's usually a decent amount of seeds in here. Very few peppers ripen purple. Correct. Hey, Dirk, you actually caught me. Caught me live this time. Yeah, I mean, I could honestly go live all day, but I got a lot of work to do. I consider this part of my job, so I'm going to eat. We'll eat this one. So, let's eat a more of a structured one. Crunchy habanero heat. Has a sweetness to it. These originated, came from Florida. I do like these. They have a certain sweetness. Certain unique sweetness when you get purple peppers. But yeah, these are on the website now. I'm going to de-seed these on camera. I usually just rip them. And yes, I wear gloves when I de-seed, but heat's rising. Really tasty pepper. These originated from Florida, from a company down there. Cannot remember the name of the company. But I contacted them several years ago. And they were originated as Capsicum Chinense. They were. And that's why I listed it on my website that way. And then I looked at the flowers of the Capsicum Annuum. And boy, oh boy, did I get trolled on that one. But they originally were. Nobody knows. It's a cross of something. Nobody knows what it is. It's one of those peppers. Some people must know the background history. It would be nice. It would be nice. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I'm de-seeding this stuff while I'm here. Of course, I get messages. So I'm going to grow these again next year. I'm going to grow a lot more. These are not viable, so I'm just letting them. Maybe I'll let them ripen on my table. And I won't sell the seeds. Get an all right personal supply. All that matters if we can have a purple red cool pepper. Hello, Johnny. So, any tips on making sauce with an orange starfish peppers? I have a ton, not sure how to do it. It was considered a tangerine-inspired hot sauce or something. Hello, Zach Dixon. Any tips on making sauce with orange starfish? Yeah, I'll give you a couple tips. You know what, honestly, my personal preference is when somebody makes a sauce, there's two things I prefer them not to do. One, making a puree, which I guess is okay, but anybody can do a puree. Do something creative with it. Start thinking about the pepper itself, like orange starfish. It's a sweet orange citrus flavored. So start thinking sweet ingredients and citrus ingredients. What can bring out the flavors of that pepper to enhance it for the sauce? So that was one. The other spectrum of the side, when people take a certain pepper and in their sauce they have 20, 30 peppers in that sauce. So it's like the flavors are fighting. So try to keep it simple. Get a pH meter. If you're going to test your sauce, which you need to, 3.2 is what you want. Of course, soil testing is at 6.5. Get a pH meter. If you're going to test it hot, hot. If you're going to test it hot, use a metal pH meter. Plastic it's not good. It's not going to be very accurate. There is two types. I know a chef that was selling, and I said something to him. I always get in trouble on the pepper grapes. Don't I? Seriously, don't I get in trouble? The answer is yes, a big whopping yes. I said this guy, and he was a chef. He was legitimately a chef. I said, whoa, you're selling sauce? And you're using a plastic meter and a hot steaming. I said, you're gonna mess up your fine tuning on that. It's not gonna read accurate. Plus, any plastic and stuff like that can slowly leach into your sauce at high temperatures. Okay, so Zach says, okay, right on. Do you usually ferment peppers or sauces or just use vinegar? I was definitely going to use some sort of fruit to complement the pepper. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, using fruit. I don't make sauce. I'm not a sauce maker, although I've made it personally for me. I use vinegar. I've never fermented peppers. I'm on a pepper fermenting group. Be careful with that. People give bad advice all the time. Somebody said, and I think it was yesterday on a fermenting group, somebody posted mold. It was just blatant bad mold. And they said, remove the mold, you should be fine. I'm like, you know, it's just, really? I don't know. I've never fermented. I actually would like to. I like to get into that stuff. I salute people trying to make hot sauces and stuff like that. That's really cool. So Zach says, I've had really mixed results with fermenting, maybe not being sanitary enough. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, also fermenting, one thing. See, I'm not an expert, so if I don't feel comfortable giving advice, I'm not going to. But I could bring up subjects about it. Man, I still got the taste of that purple UFO on my teeth and tongue. That's good. That's a good pepper. Oh, garlic. If it gets oxidized, it turns blue. It's like something else in it. But I'm not an expert on it, but I know that. I'm just chewing on this because I like it. I just blend a bunch of peppers with vinegar. Don't have time to be complicated. You know, there is a big difference between making hot sauce for yourself in your home Yeah, throw some peppers together, throw some vinegar. I suggest cooking it to get the air out of it and stuff like that. Plus, it blends better. Let it cool, bottle it up. Regardless of your pH or whatever, this and that, as long as you use it within a couple days for home use, you should be fine. But to actually people to sell it, you need to test it. But I'm not an expert on it. I've had a food safety class and everything. Okay, did that a lot with Kang Star Lemon Starburst and Ahi Fantasy, and cooked it down with a pineapple the other day. It turned out great. That's cool. It's very cool. I love Ahi Fantasy. Kang Star is pretty good. That pepper's pretty good as well. So this concludes the part of the pepper review. I just want to touch base. I will sit here for a couple more minutes. Dirk says, are the Trinidad big bean peppers hotter than the habaneros, or are they heavy? Yes, Trinidad big bean is a heavy producer, massive producer, massive producer. Oh, and by the way, to finish, I think it might be hotter than your standard habanero, my opinion. Okay, so I was going to laugh about something different. Cool, the lemon starburst are neat. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Well, a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to sell lemon starbursts. No, I'm not going to. It's just, I'm just not going. But, it's not trademarked, so I don't hold it against anybody who does sell it. It's cool. I don't care either way. But a lot of people were on my website. People who type in a search word, it'll show up for what people are searching for. And that's something helpful for me, because if I get like 100 searches, this happened, and it does reflect upon what I do. There was like 100 searches last year on Dragon's Breath, so I grew Dragon's Breath this year. They wanted it. Dragon's Breath, I mean, it's an overrated pepper. It's a great pepper. All it is a phenotype of 7-Pot Infinity, where marketing went haywire. But that search engine, a Kang Star Lemon Starburst, showed up a lot on my search engine lately. Yeah, I'm not going to be selling that. Could be a good marketing idea to provide scenes as freebies for your site. I know it's frowned upon to sell, rightfully so, but if you provide... Yeah, that I did think about that. I really did think about that, Zach. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, did you know that there is a Mexican habanero that is 800,000? It's called the Kishin pepper. Pretty much a naga. No, I did not know that. I know there's over 30,000 different peppers in the world, and in my personal collection's like 1,500 types, which I plan on getting as much on the website as possible. So this is just the exhausted days. Sometimes coffee works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I gotta take a little bit of a nap and then get up and work a little bit. So I worked till 2, and I did sleep in till 8. But yeah, so I gotta go back to de-seeding, taking pictures. I still have a lot to put on the website. I want to touch base with everybody. Much love to everybody. Oh, and also be patient with orders. It seems like 99% of the orders have been actually pretty good and moving fast. But 1% of them have been getting delayed, and customers are, they're concerned. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just I ask customers, if your package says it's delivered and it's not, just be patient. It ends up showing up anyway. I had maybe 9 people out of 300 orders that went out last week. People were getting, let's just say, pretty upset and I'm like, I shipped it. So I sent replacements to all of those. I'm not going to continue sending replacements because it's a day late. I find that ridiculous. Post office is short-handed. It's short-handed. Just be patient. It's not my fault. And then I send them a replacement, and then they get 2 orders. It's exactly what happens. But anyway, much love to everybody. Purple UFO. This is the unripe. This is what it looks like when it's ripe. Here's a UFO. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Jppepperseeds.com. Smash that thumbs up. 3, 2, 1, I'm out.